first of all, let me address the elephant in the room, which is me. I don't know if I'm entirely welcome, but if you guys want me to step out at any point, please let me know. I thought it might be good to have, like, some outside perspective.
I think that's fine.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like an extra perspective is good.
Okay. Well, if you want me to leave at any point, you just let me know. I'm not gonna be offended.
Thank you, Tessa.
Do we want to have a talking stick? I have a talking stick.
Yeah, we could take a talking stick.
Okay. This is the talking stick. We're gonna start, I guess we'll just go in a circle. We'll go clockwise, so Gigi will have it first. And then Ray, you can have it. And then Kitty, you can have it. If, I don't know if, Kitty, you've got stuff you want to say here. My info's limited, so I don't really know what happened. But, Gigi, when you have this talking stick, you are the one permitted to talk. Until you pass along the talking stick, no one else should be interrupting.
Alright.
There you go. So, why don't we just start with why we're here?
We guess what, we're here because me and Raymond are having issues in our friendship, and it's become to a point where it, it's become very toxic and sometimes a little violent and a little hurtful on both ends. And it's been more clouded. Feels like more of a storm than a happy day. And I think it was what we kind of discussed on 40 minutes ago, that we maybe needed space from each other. And well, I think now I think we have a lot of issues that I think me and her should work on. And it just sucks because
the way she's like,
I know there's faults in both sides, including mine. I don't know. I guess I would hope or would want to work on things between me and her. I do care about her. That's very obvious. I'm not really good with this kind of stuff.
That's okay. Can I?
Can you go back to me? I gotta think about some things before I keep fucking say them. Okay, but I feel like I'm holding back the clock, and I really don't want to hold back anymore. And I really just want to get that completely fucking out there. But I feel like I just need a fucking second. Okay, Tessa, I need a second. So can I pass the talking stick back?
Yes, ma'am. You absolutely may.
Okay.
I was gonna ask you some questions to sort of
shit.
follow
Okay.
up.
No. Okay. Yeah, you can ask me. No. Yeah. Go right ahead. I still have the talking stick.
Okay. I mean, if you need a minute, you take your minute. But my question would be, what is one thing you think that you could work on that could help this situation?
Good ass question, Tessa. Jesus Christ, I wasn't ready for that one. Let's see. I'm kind of already, I'm really, I don't have that many flaws. I'm kind of perfect, but I do tend to see have certain mistakes, of course, in relationships, and I think that maybe my biggest struggle right now will possibly me holding back a lot of things that I want to be open about. I just don't know how to express them, and it ends up being something like, you know, very you know, I don't like to try to keep things from my friends whatsoever, but maybe it comes off as that way and I don't want it to. And maybe I just need to be just blunt and honest and just not hold back and just rip the fucking band off, just like, you know, take it like a fucking like tamper or something like that. So I figured maybe best like a communication is key. So maybe just be completely fucking honest, regardless if it's like a shitty, even the smallest rate of fucking feelings that I can share with my best friends.
That's a wonderful answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to put out there before you pass the talking stick?
Let's see. What else? What fucking else? Maybe,
Maybe an apology for something that I found out just happened would be a good start.
first name Ray, last name Mon. Hereby, myself, Giovanna Demisi Costello, sincerely apologize for anything I have done to hurt you in spite. To hurt you, regardless, because I don't think you deserve that, because you're a really great individual, and I'm really sorry if I offended you by any means. I'm really sorry I talked about your chin hairs and your mustache, and that was very insensitive of me. I should have never called something like that out. To be quite honest, you're very attractive and very beautiful and have inside and out, and I think any person would be lucky enough to have you in their life as a friend, companion, whatever, and you're just an angel in my fucking, you know, world, and I don't see anything less. And I know we bicker and fight a lot like cats and fucking dogs. But I think
Angel! Sorry, I'm sorry.
A talking stick? Respected?
Talking stick! Kitty! Talking stick! Thank you. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I apologize. Sincerely. And I don't want to lose you. Because I feel like I don't want to lose a part of my heart. And you feel that, whether we fight each other or not. And you can feel completely different, and that is totally okay. But, without you, my life would be fucking gray and rainy. And I really don't like rainy days. So, I really appreciate if you just wouldn't do that. Thank you. You get to have the talking stick back now.
Oh, you can hand it off to her.
Oh.
That way she can, you know, respond to that beautiful apology.
Thanks for the apology. Do now, Tessa.
Huh?
What do I do now?
Well, you know, why don't we start with why we're here? Why did, you know, you notice what was the reason, if there was anything in particular? Is there anything that you think maybe you can work on towards fixing any issue?
Okay. Why are we here in this situation? Okay. All right. Okay. So okay, so all right. So after really thinking about it, I really think that I think Okay, if I really think about it, okay, I think Gigi and I are really, really similar, okay? I think we're both stubborn, we're gorgeous, we're smart, we're pretty, we're both, like, a little bitter and resentful, and, like, you know, I think that, you know, sometimes we flirt with each other, and sometimes we poke each other, and sometimes we joke with each other, but sometimes, like, we take our jokes a little too far, and sometimes we take it a little seriously, and then, like, we hang on to that resentment because, like, oh, you made fun of my mustache, like, 5 weeks ago. How could I forget that? That was a big thing to me. It made, you know, it kind of hurt me, because it, honestly, that she keeps bringing it up, like, she'll bring it up another week and talk about my mustache and, like, my facial hair and stuff, and it's making me a little insecure, I'm not gonna lie. So it made me feel a little bad, and then I feel like we keep getting into these situations where I feel like, you know, I feel like we keep getting into these cycles of where we just, like, keep bullying each other and flirting with each other and bullying with each other and flirting with each other. And then we go on this ride, right? We go on this ride for group 6. Wait, was it group 6 or was it Grime? It was group 6. We go on a ride together and, like, we're poking each other, and then, like, all of a sudden I poke her with the truck, you know, because then we started getting into a fight. And then we actually got into a physical fist fight. And I was like, whoa, this is not normal. I feel like friends aren't supposed to do this. This is not a normal thing to do. Friends don't just, like, actually hit each other. You know? And then I say some nasty things because I lost the fight. I said some really nasty things. And then she takes me over my crippled body to a campsite where there's a burning fire pit, holds me over the fire pit, says, if you don't apologize, then I'm gonna burn off your eyebrow hair. And it's like, back to the facial hair. She hates my facial hair. And I was like, no, I dare you to, I bet you won't. And then we go to the hospital, we leave the hospital. We get into another fist fight! Another one! This is not normal. It is literally not normal. I feel like, why are we getting into so many fights? And then I wake up today, and, like, I decided to call her, and I was still a little mad, and then she was like, oh, everything is fine. I was like, oh, is everything fine? I feel like we keep apologizing to each other, but we keep, like, remembering things. We keep bringing things up, the things that we've apologized for. So I feel like we keep doing the same things where, like, we apologize to each other, but we don't actually forgive each other. We say that we forgive each other, but we don't actually do, because we hang on to resentment really well, and, like, we got trauma probably and, like, issues and stuff. So anyways, we go to the clown court today, and after clown court, you know, I thought we had this plan together to screw over Carmela for funsies, and then afterwards, she was like, oh, yes, the deal's off, I guess, because, like, I had the deal to, like, get along with SK, you know, if she gets along with the clowns, because, you know, I like the clowns, and, like, she likes SK, and I was like, okay, deal. And so she did it, and then after court, she goes, I guess the deal's off because the clowns lost. And I was like, okay, well, it's okay, you still held your end of the stick. And then she goes, I did this for April and not you. And in that moment, it was an epiphany. It just was a big slap in the face. It's like, oh my God, we're fucked up. We're fucked up, Tessa. We're actually fucked up. I was like, our relationship is in shambles. I don't even know, like, what's going on anymore. I feel like we're falling apart. And that's when I realized, is like, I think if we don't fix things now, then we're actually gonna lose each other. And I don't think we actually want to lose each other because we actually really care about each other. And I don't want to, like, I feel like if we didn't take some space, then things would actually get worse. Which I feel like it's actually probably too soon that we're having this talk right now, because I feel like, you know, like, what if it's too soon, and, like, what if we don't fix our issues and then we have a fight tomorrow and then it's actually gone for good?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well.
Like, what if this doesn't fix it? Because we've gone to therapy before, and it's just, I was thinking maybe our personalities just don't clash. Maybe we're just, like, too similar, and now maybe these issues are just going to keep escalating. Like, what if we actually don't forget the stuff that we've said to each other and the stuff that we've done to each other? Because I'm not gonna lie, it was really, really painful having her hold my face over a fire pit and threaten me like that. Like, I feel like that's really difficult just to get over.
I completely understand that.
But, like, I know it's like, and also, there's another thing, Tessa. There's another thing. So, I've been trying to work on being a better friend to people, because I've never had this many friends in my life before, like, really close friends like this. So I've been trying to really, like, be there for my friends, because, like, I have this issue where I kind of, like, run away or push people away. I did the same thing to April Fools and, like, all of my CG boys. I did the same thing. I pushed them all away. I pushed people away that I care about. And so, I'm trying not to do that anymore, and I realize I think I'm overcompensating by kind of inserting myself into my friends' problems, like Gigi's with the Italians, and SK, I feel like, honestly, she deserves better than SK. I feel like this guy's using her for money, and honestly, SK stabbed me before, by the way, so I don't really like the guy, but, you know, I was willing to, you know, talk to him on behalf of her, but I haven't been able to talk to him yet, so it's just been weird.
Happy New Year.
That's a sign, if I have ever heard one.
Kitty?
Sorry.
Anyways, so I've been self-inserting learning about the Italians as well. Like, I've been asking her about what's been going on because I know she's been going through a lot, and also I've been talking to Lottie, so I know Lottie's been through a lot. So it's like, okay, well, I could help them. I could fix this and blah blah blah. We tried to have a meeting today with the four of us, Kitty, Gigi, Lottie, and I made things even worse. It was really freaking awkward. I didn't know they weren't on the same page, and I feel like she's got a lot of secrets that she hasn't told me. And it's like, why is my best friend not telling me things? I feel like she should tell me all of her secrets. That's what best friends do, right? Because I tell her all of my secrets, but she's keeping secrets. It's making me feel like, am I not doing something good enough? Am I not good enough? Is it because of all the drama that we've been through before? Like, is that why she doesn't trust me?
Okay. Well, I can tell you 100% that, you know, there's probably going to be secrets being kept.
That's the thing. I decided I'm not going to, I don't want to be involved anymore because I feel like I'm not only just making things worse for our friendship, but I'm also making things worse for whatever situation she's got going on. And I realized that just because I'm best friends with someone doesn't mean that I'm entitled to everything that they know and love. So maybe I should just, you know.
A very healthy thing to come to a conclusion about. I think, you know, sometimes when you have individuals in a group, you know, there's certain things that don't need to be shared with other people, and that's okay. That is completely normal and healthy. You know, and what if some of the stuff that she was keeping maybe away from you was stuff that wasn't really hers to share? You know, if maybe Lottie had confided in her about something.
Apparently the two haven't talked.
Well, there you go.
Which
you know,
is
you never know the situation, and sometimes
I don't. It just I just want to know. I want to help, and I feel like I've told her everything. I don't know. I guess.
Well, maybe there's stuff that she's not intentionally keeping from you. She just hasn't brought it up because it wasn't relevant or it wasn't important in that moment. You know, maybe she didn't have time. Maybe there was something there that, you know, it wasn't the time. That can happen as well, and that can lead to people thinking that there's, you know, maybe something bigger going on when the reality is it wasn't that big a deal. It's maybe something that didn't need to be talked about, or things like that come to the forefront, and then it gets awkward. But at the end of the day, intent matters, I think. And you gotta understand that sometimes the intention isn't to keep you out of things. It's really just unintentional.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it anymore. I don't want to know.
It sounds like you've done a lot of reflecting on a lot of what you've been talking about here.
Well,
and
I
that's
just
also very healthy.
I just think that I have this habit of trying to help, but it actually just makes things worse. And I don't want to make things worse, so I don't know. I give up. I think that's why we're here today in this situation.
Well, I was going to ask you what you think you could do to improve the situation, but it sounds like you've kind of resolved to maybe backing off on certain things, and you also addressed the fact that you bumped her with the truck.
Mm-hmm. That was an accident. I bumped her.
But was an accident?
It was. I was trying to... I was moving the truck away so that she would have to chase it because it was funny watching her run. This is what I mean. I feel like we joke a lot with each other, but then sometimes we joke... one of us takes the joke seriously, or one of us, you know, like, it triggers us, and then we retaliate with an insult, and then and it's an insult fight, and then one of us says an insult that's really, really mean, and then all of a sudden we're in a fist fight, and then one of us doesn't want to apologize, which results into another fight, and...
Have you considered maybe instituting some kind of, I don't want to call it a safe word, but like,
Pineapples.
some kind of word that you can say that indicates to the other person that you are serious at this point and things need to come to a halt.
Mm-hmm.
The joking needs to stop, and it needs to be reeled in. Have you thought about something like that at all?
A safe word would probably be a good idea, so... I mean, I do feel like we're on our last attempt at keeping this friendship alive. So, I feel like that would be important to have a safe word. It's just I don't even know if I want to joke around like that anymore. I'm afraid of... I don't want to mess up again. And my issue is that I think I mess up a lot. Even if it's on accident. I still mess up.
Well, I think even just you being here in this room indicates to everybody that you don't want to mess up. Your intention is not to cause harm. You want to make this friendship work, and the fact that you are here at all shows us something. It matters.
It does matter. I mean, we just got a place together. I definitely don't want to ruin our friendship.
Well, I know that sometimes becoming roommates can put a strain on a friendship as well, and that's something that people gotta work through as well.
Not Poothy!
I would say maybe give it some time, and try not to throw your hands up and give up just yet.
Okay, so what should the safe word be?
Whatever you think is relevant. I mean...
Carrots!
Carrots?
I feel like it should be something that we might not just say casually on a daily basis.
Queef.
Like I said, something we don't say on a daily basis.
Oh.
Y'all say queef daily?
I mean,
No.
we're living in a house full of girls. It might just happen, you know?
It could be a phrase. It doesn't just have to be a sentence or a word. It could be, you know, hey, can we lock it in?
Wait, I say that.
Or hey, can we reel it in, maybe?
Throw this at Kitty. Reel it in?
Rein it in, whatever.
Rein it in?
Can you reel it in? I can't say that.
Okay.
I'm feeling bananas.
Bananas.
We can
No.
say it. Man, I'm feeling bananas. I don't know.
I'm gonna end it all.
I like that one. I do like that one.
know.
That one right there. Tessa, that one. That one. I like that one.
Okay, just
Oh, I got it. It's my 13th reason. That one. I think we should go with that one.
This is my 13th reason, and then we'll know that it's the final straw.
Exactly.
that's dark. But okay.
Okay, let's test it out.
Did you just throw the talking stick?
Why would you throw the talking stick?
I was trying to give it to Gigi so she could...
Okay.
we could test it out.
Alright, you throwing that was my 13 reason.
Okay, so now I know I'll never throw a stick again.
That's not exactly the point. I think maybe a solution to that situation would be she tells you this is her 13th reason, and you say, "Oh, okay," and you maybe pick up the stick and hand it to her.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Sure.
I feel really, really sad. Like, I don't want my friend to feel like, oh, she's messed up again. Oh, I'm just gonna give up. I'm just not gonna meddle. Like, that makes me so sad. Like, I hope you know in this friendship, Ray, like, it doesn't mean, oh, there's a last straw, I'm gonna lose a friend. Like, I don't want you to feel that way. I don't know what happened in your past to make you feel like you have to, like, I don't know. That statement to me is just so sad. Like, friends fight, friends make up, you know, but it doesn't mean like, oh, if I do this again, I lose Gigi, I lose Kitty. I hope you know that's not that, you know? But it just makes me sad that you just feel like, you know what, I just won't meddle, I just won't do this. Like, I don't know. We could always do a different avenue of communicating with each other, but I'll never give up on you, you know? Like, if I want to help you with something, then I'll probably try a better way of communicating it with you rather than being more in your face like, what are you writing about? Like, I'd probably just be like, hey, like, I see you're writing something, maybe you just don't want to talk right now. Hopefully you can talk to me about it later and you don't have to write. But I don't want you to feel like, oh, I'm just gonna stop trying to be me and stop trying to get everybody to get along because I'm messing up. Like, nobody sees it that way, you know? Or I don't see it that way. I don't want to speak for everybody else, basically.
I think that's a pretty healthy perspective to have, and I agree with that point. I think that you probably shouldn't be feeling that way, and it could be something psychological that is leading you to feel that way.
I
That
mean,
if you screw up, you're gonna be completely
I've just
pushed out of the friend group.
I mean, it's happened. It's happened so many times in my life where I got close to someone and I lost them, and a lot of it was my fault. I mean, it happened almost today with Gigi. Like, it's happened before with April. I pushed so many people away. Like, I've done this so many times. I've lost. I don't think it's normal to experience something like that as much as I have, and obviously I'm the common denominator. I know I'm the problem.
But you're
Well,
not, though.
You're the common denominator because you are the only person consistent across all of these situations, but it's because you're living through them. It's not always cut and dry, oh, this was all my fault. A lot of the time when people have a falling out, it's a collective thing. It's not just any one person's fault. It's easy to come to that conclusion when you see yourself in every single situation like that, but maybe you had something to do with some parts of it. Maybe the other person had something to do with it as well. It's it's very easy to fall into that.
And I might add that, like, I also have a lot of really bad flaws about myself when it comes to friendships. I think I've mentioned a few times I've never had friends before, especially people that care about me. It's always kind of been like a facade to fill a void. So I will say that myself, I don't know sometimes how to be a proper friend, and sometimes when I do feel that I think I'm doing something right, I'm actually hurting the person or doing something wrong. And sometimes maybe I do need a little bit of self-reflecting and self-awareness for myself, where I need to remember that, you know, other people's feelings matter, and I try my best to make sure to listen to other people before myself, which, you know, I do cherish the friendships that I do have, which is why I put people's feelings before mine. Are we getting raided?
Nah, I think it's a police chase.
It's a
Okay.
police chase.
But Ray, I don't. You saying that I have a clear understanding of what you went through, and I have a clear understanding of what you fear of as far as like losing a friendship. And I never want to feel like you have to tread on eggshells with me, or stop joking around a certain way just to please me.
I'm gonna make Raymond
Or have to
entirely
change
different
anything
after this.
about yourself for the sake of myself or your friendship. I want you to understand I love you for who you are, and I wouldn't change a single thing about you, because your flaw is what also is beautiful about yourself. It's what makes you you, and I wouldn't change that about you. Yeah, improvements can go a long way, but I never want to sit in your face and be like, you have to change for me or anyone just to keep a friendship. I like you who you are now, and I
Unless
accept
she
you.
asks you to sit on her face, but
Oh, okay.
respectfully, sorry.
Yeah. Respect.
Sorry.
Okay. I appreciate it. I think that's nice to say, but I don't think we would be in this situation if I was a good person and didn't do what I've done. So it's still something I want to work on. I want to be better. So I mean, I'm not gonna walk on eggshells, but I'm not gonna lie, I do feel afraid of, I don't know, what might happen if we get in another fight.
There's something I can do to make you not afraid.
I mean, I maybe it just takes, I think we actually do need time, because it's really difficult just to change how our habits and stuff. Because I feel like it's our personalities. It's how we are when we're together, when we're comfortable, I think.
Right.
But I'm gonna try really, really hard to be aware of how am around you and others, and I'm gonna make sure that we don't fight ever again.
I think I'm not gonna say we're not gonna fight, right? Because we are. I'm just gonna.
No,
be
we're not.
blunt. We are gonna fight.
We're never gonna
Yes, we
fight
are.
ever.
We are gonna fight. But
Never.
I'm never gonna fight with you
Ain't no
to
way
a
y'all
point
about
to
to fight
extend that
right
I
now.
don't want you in my life. I'm never gonna pull that card. We are going to fucking fight and bicker at each other. That is never going to change or end. But I'm never going to get in a fight where I just like, I can't do this. I don't want you in my life anymore. I never want to fucking think like that whatsoever.
No, I am
I
never
never
fighting
wanted to-
with you ever again.
No, you
No,
can't
I'm
just
not
fucking
doing
say
it.
that.
Oh my
You
god.
can't just you can't just say that we're gonna fight again.
We are gonna fucking
No,
fight.
we're
It's
not.
realistic.
Why do you want to fight so bad? We are not going to.
Are you serious?
Are
I
you
don't want to
serious?
fight. I'm just.
I'm not fighting with you. Stop.
Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya.
I think the important thing that we take away from this is friends fight and bicker.
Nope. Not anymore. I'm going to be the perfect friend.
The
Perfect is
problem
boring.
here that arose was when things turned a little bit more
You just fucking
violent.
say like, obviously we're going to fucking fight, but you know I still love her at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yes, we're gonna fucking improve on each other, but I just sit here realistically saying that we're never gonna fucking fight. It's just saying that I don't fucking know. Like Kitty, you know what I'm saying? She's never gonna wear cat ears ever in a fucking. It's just unfucking realistic.
What'd you say fuck me for?
I'm fucking saying, Kitty.
How about
We
we
use you in a fucking example.
let's accept the fact that Ray wants to work towards not having fights. Why don't we take that for what it is, as a thing that she wants to self-improve on, and accept it and say, hey, we're gonna try that. And if you guys do end up having a verbal altercation in the future, you can cross that bridge when you reach it. Let's not anticipate any fights. I think that might not be the best way to look at it because, you know, it might be unrealistic to think that no fights ever are going to happen for the rest of forever.
It's
But
not gonna happen in 30 seconds.
maybe it's more realistic to think none of our fights should end in violence ever again. Because that's probably not something that friends should be doing. That's been addressed here. And you guys have a word or a phrase that you can say to put a stop to that when it gets to a point where you feel like you're going to boil over. And that will help your fights not escalate to anything that's going to be a problem. Is that something we can agree on? No violence. Work towards not having fights.
I can agree to that.
Mm-hmm.
I want this on paper.
We can do a contract.
Okay.
Ray.
Hmm?
How do you feel about it?
I feel fine. How do you feel?
I feel that I don't want to lose you, so I will do any means necessary, no matter what it is.
Why do you have your fuck me voice going?
Kitty, I swear to God.
I'm sorry, you're like.
Fuck off, Kitty.
Okay, I'm sorry. I felt so seduced.
I think if we weren't, you know, here,
They'd pull each other's hair, yeah. Probably one fell down there. EMS outside. Cops going, is there anybody hurt inside? Yeah, if we weren't here, that exactly is what would have happened.
the biggest takeaway here is that you guys are here at all. You want to fix it, and you're gonna fix it. And I have faith in that. I think you guys have something really good going. And squabbles are not gonna change it. They're not gonna ruin it or destroy it. And whatever happens, I think you guys can work through it. Because you're all three of you are very strong and, you know, wonderful people. And you all bring something to the table that is important and fun and, you know, good to have around. So, losing any part of that is gonna be rough. And I think whatever you do, you should try and work towards not losing any part of it.
Yeah, you're right. I have
Okay,
nothing else
how do
further
we
to say.
how do we end this?
I don't know. Normally my therapy sessions end with people barging out and running away or getting knocked down a waterfall. I've never actually had one that ended amicably, so that's good. Well, thank
She's
you.
talking sick.
girls are back together.
Gross.
What?
I think maybe if you guys are down for it, you guys do a group hug.
We showered, right?
Yeah. And at least I did.
I was out in the rain.
It's kind of a shower.
All right, I'll count you down. Are you guys ready?
Mm.
Oh, is
Mhm.
there one party not interested?
I showered. God, don't look at me like that. Jeez.
Okay. We'll go on go. 3, 2, 1,
Oh shit.
go. Oh, that's okay, Gigi.
I feel like my brain, you know.
You're just eager.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay, thanks,
Thank you,
Tessa.
Thanks, Tessa.
You're welcome. And, you know, I'm sure if there's anything more you need to discuss, you guys can hash it out.
I'm not gonna risk anything for ever. Do you need a
Huh?
drink or something, Tessa? You seem a little woozy.
Oh no, I just broke my ribs on my last therapy session, so I'm
Huh.
still healing up. Yeah, we ended up in a river. I got dragged under a car.
Oh,
Yeah, let's not
Okay.
do that therapy with these two, please.
Yeah, that
it's
was,
not gonna happen again.
It was Damien. He was driving.
Ooh.
We were gonna take people up onto the mountain and leave them on the mountain and then have them hike down
Oh,
back to society. And it was their bonding exercise.
Everything all right?
mm-hmm.
Hey, Ray, you need a mask.
Oh,
What was exploding? Was her car blown up?
need more outfits so bad. Okay, we're a whole different person now after that.
You see you.
What are you guys gonna do now?
Probably am going to go to bed. Then take Tessa back to her car.
Yeah, that would be appreciated.
Bye, Tessa.
Alright. Goodbye. If you guys ever need anything, just give me a call.
Okay.
How you feeling, mate?
I don't know. I feel weird. I mean,
How does it feel like you went to the principal's office and you got in trouble?
Is it like weird good or weird bad?
Yeah, is
or
it weird
just
good or
weird?
weird bad?
it's I just
weird?
I feel afraid is all. I just don't want. I feel like the next time we fight, it's going to be the last fight. You know what I mean? So I just want to make sure that I'm aware of every action I make, so that I'm not the reason why we're not friends anymore. You know what I mean?
You don't need
That's
to
so
overanalyze everything you
yeah,
do.
that's so exhausting to think about.
But I have to. Like this is the only way. Like I just
No
can't.
way to live.
Well, I have to try. I can't. I don't. Listen, when we're comfortable, we get a little too loosey-goosey and then it causes arguments. I just have to at least try my best this time. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. Tomorrow will be a new day. And...
Yeah, see how you feel tomorrow.
yeah, everything will
You've
be
had
totally fine.
You've definitely had a bit of a long, stressful day today.
Yeah, no.
Had a busy day.
No. Everything is gonna be okay. I'm gonna make a phone call in the back.
Alrighty.
Gigi, going to bed. I want to tell you, I also hope you have a great night. Take care. Sweet, sweet dreams. And I will admit, you also have soft... wow, thank you so much. I really appreciate... thank you so much. I really appreciate it.